Hi guys, welcome to my channel. By the title of the video, you already know what we're going to talk about today. Yesterday, I was having the craziest day at work. It was just like, no matter how much I tried to stay in high spirits and keep my energy high, I just felt like the life was being sucked out of me no matter where I went in that place and no matter what I did. People were just really trying to push my buttons, and it just got me to thinking when I got home, because I had no energy for anything when I got home. I was frustrated and like kind of angry towards the things that I should be giving my energy to. And that's when I was like, okay, something's not right. It feels like, and I'm no stranger to doing videos about jobs and how frustrating it can be dealing with jobs, but I just really got to thinking, like, is it just me, or are jobs harvesting our energy? That's what it felt like to me. So here's some videos. It's a little bit of everything. So there's something for everybody in here, like every point of view. So if you have a job that you love, this definitely is not the video for you. But like, if you're in a situation where you feel like jobs are harvesting your energy and it's like they just want to suck the life out of you and just overwork you to the point that you have nothing left at the end of the day, at the end of the week, for the people that in your life and even for yourself, then check this video out and let me know what you think. Actually, before I get into the video, I want to do a very quick disclaimer, which is I am not by any means telling anyone to quit their job unless that is a message they've already been receiving on their own. I am not personally quitting my job right now. I do have a small business on the side, and I'm working towards getting my small business to be the front runner of what I do. But I'm saying that because I understand everybody can't be an entrepreneur, or that everybody may not want to be an entrepreneur. What I'm saying is, if you are in a job that has you feeling like you're losing it, you're stressed out, you're never happy, they're just under your skin and causing you to become the lowest vibrational form of yourself, that's what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you to consider that, think about that, and start looking for places that you feel will, kind of help you enjoy going to work every day, like that won't make you feel so low and negative. That's what I'm saying. So I just want to make that clear, because I know some people always have the rebuttal of, well, everybody can't be an entrepreneur, and not everybody wants to be one either. And I understand those. So I'm making this video in hopes of sparking that ember that burns within someone that they should probably leave their toxic workplace. So that's my disclaimer.
This is for anybody working a job that they hate. If you love your job, then scroll ahead. Energy equals money. Energy is and always has been the currency. The system is designed to make sure that you are so exhausted that you never pursue anything creative at all. That is why you work 5 out of 7 days. The reason you don't have any energy to pursue your creative gifts is because you don't have any energy. Make the connection to the fact that these people are mining your energy. You are not lazy because you get up every single day and do a job that you don't like, work with people that you don't like, and do things that you don't like. You are not lazy. That takes a lot of determination and grit. In order to pursue your gifts and your talents and your skill, you are going to have to retract your energy. Turn it down. Stop reacting, stop engaging, and stop doing overtime. Stop overworking. I'm not telling you to be bad at your job. I'm telling you to stop emitting light. Stop emitting energy. It has to come from somewhere, and you're giving too much of it away. Slow down. Stop doing things as fast as you can. It's pointless. That is why you get home and you are exhausted. But it doesn't stop there, because what happens is you'll get on the phone and call somebody and complain, or speak to your partner and complain about your job, and it takes more and more and more and more of your energy away from you. It will trap you in a negative cycle of thought patterns that repeat so much that maybe even into the weekend you don't actually feel rested. So the engagement also has to stop the minute that you finish your job. This is the only way that you're going to be able to do that side hustle, do that side project, work on your creativity, whatever it is that you want to do outside of your job. This is the only way that you're going to get that energy back. If you only knew how valuable your soul and your spirit and your energy is, you would understand just how powerful you are. You would stop giving it away like it meant nothing, like it wasn't a resource, like it wasn't valuable. You will always be more valuable to them than they are to you. Please understand that. Time equals energy, which equals money. They know this. They just think you don't.
As a person that's spiritually and energetically sensitive, it's so hard to work jobs, bro. It's so hard to be in those environments because you can see behind everything, if that makes sense. You can feel everything. I used to always be in a bad mood because everybody else's energy would like be rubbing off on me. Like we got everybody's been complaining, whining, attitude. People are like just so much negativity going on all the time. It's rubbing off on me, and I'm engaging in that negativity a lot. So it was just so much that I didn't know how to clear it, and I still had a lot of work to do on myself. So I wasn't strong enough to keep my vibration high in that. And it was miserable. Like we would work Mother's Day, and we supposed to make those are the type holidays. Days you supposed to make bank, but the way that they had set up, you would end up making less on a holiday than a normal day. And I'm a mother, and you got me in here on Mother's Day. So Mother's Day, like 2 years ago, was my last day, okay? And it was the best decision I ever made because I went on a mission to find how to make money at home. I needed to be able to make money from the comfort of my own home. Or I could not tolerate, like my mental health could not take just having to be around these people, having to listen to these non-common sense managers and stuff. I had to hit rock bottom, but after I hit rock bottom, I ended up cracking my code to internet money, making money online, and I make more money now than I've ever made at any job, okay? Any job. Listen. And so it was meant to be. It was meant for me to go through that so I could get out. So I would finally be like, it's like, not be afraid to take that risk and take that leap. And I took that leap and I took that risk and it paid off. It was hard, but it paid off.
Some of these jobs, they pull your energy. They pull the life out of people. In some jobs, people just be angry all the time. Nobody get along. Somebody saying something about somebody don't like somebody. Everybody trying to be in charge. Everybody trying to control somebody. And it's something always going wrong there, like a bad vibe, a bad energy. Some of these jobs have bad spirits. You sit there long enough in some of these jobs, man, you just want to go home. You know, back in the day, everybody had jobs, everybody had fun. Now, some of these jobs, they got enemies. You got to work by them every day. And some of these managers, man, they got a bad attitude. That's why the workers got an attitude. They put other workers over other workers, making everybody go against each other at the job. That's why you got to pray before you go in that job. Pray while you in that job. Pray when you leave that job so you won't carry this stuff home to your family.
These jobs were created to harvest our energy. I'm convinced they were created to harvest our energy. We all know that melanated people are magic. Not just melanated people, but anyone with some common sense will understand that the way that the economy and the government is ran is that they need our energy. This is what the Matrix was about. They need our energy in order for this machine to keep going. So the more that we disconnect and say, you know what, I don't care too much about that. I'm off today. I'm calling out. I'm taking a vacation. Even though they claim they are not upset, baby, they are pissed because they cannot harvest your energy. You being in those concrete walls, sitting in that office, sitting in that cubicle, they are harvesting your energy. It's time to disconnect.
I have just clocked out of work and I have nothing left to give to my family. The people at my job, they take everything out of me. They take my patience. They take my giving of. They take my mental capacity. They take my not cussing them out to keep my job. They take every bit of everything that I have. And the mother took it today. I feel bad because I feel like I don't have anything left to give my family. I am exhausted. I am mentally exhausted due to the grown-ass crybabies that I talk to at work. This week has been a hell of a week. A hell of a week. But the devil is busy. 17 days sober. So now I know. But pray for me. I'm pushing through, y'all. But today, I'm tired. I was tired, boss. But I made it. Or I'm making it. No, I didn't make it. I'm making it.
You work your ass 40 hours a week. You put in 30 hours of overtime. You barely seeing $300 extra on that paycheck. Like, come on now, bro. Mind you, though, This is the trick. This is the whole scam of the whole thing. Get their Houdini mouth ass on. They like magicians, money, yo, bro. They really be scamming, bro, the whole time. Get they Bandman Kevin wet ass on. Yo, bro, they TJX, they be scamming, bro. Just think about it, right? They give you something that's not even real, bro, because money isn't even real, bro. So we're slaving our days away for a piece of paper that they can print from the thin air, bro. They can print from the sky, bro. Understand this, right? But guess what you're giving them back in return? You're giving them your life force, bro. You're giving them your energy, bro. You're giving them what? Your time. Even though time isn't real, we live forever in this mode. You feel me? Old time. We live forever, bro, to infinity and beyond. Knows that. You feel me?
God doesn't want you working a job. How do I know? Because he's telling me to tell you so right now. We're going through a shift, a major shift in this country. And it's important that you people listen to what I'm about to tell you. Listen, I haven't had a job in 23 years. 23 years is the last time I was on a job. Now, 10 of those years, I struggled. I struggled very, very bad. From 2001 to 2011, 12, something like that, I didn't have no money coming in. But that was nothing but a blessing for me. Because had I been on a job, had I had a stable job, I would have never become an entrepreneur. I would have never picked up a phone, never got on a computer to start making money. And by me just being patient and sticking with that mindset, and that mindset was, I will never work a job again, it turned into 7 figures. Imagine that. I would rather been broke for 10 years and then it turns into 7 figures than to not be broke for 10 years and I'm earning $30,000, $40,000 a year on a job. Come on, that's not happening. God does not want you on the job. God wants you to become an entrepreneur. And if you don't listen to me, you're going to one day soon see that you should have, because you're not going to have an option but to become an entrepreneur. The future holds nothing but AI robots, customers, and entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs who work from home, customers, and all the AI bots are going to be taking over all the jobs. You should already see it's happening. But some of you just can't believe that it's happening, and it's happening. These corporations are going to be saving billions and billions and billions of dollars by going ahead and converting over to robotics. As we see that the Tesla Optimus robot is here. They're going to use these robots to take over all the employment. And if I was to guess, I would soon believe that we're going to have AI robotic attorneys. Imagine a law firm with an AI attorney that never loses. Listen, God does not want you on the job. Right now is the time for you to settle down and figure out what it is that you want to do to bring in an income. And you never know, when you make that decision and it works for you, you could be making far more money working from home than you do on a job. Now, there are some of you out here who are currently working a job from home. The company that you work for, they have you working a job from home. How long that's going to last, I don't know. But for those of you that walk into a brick and mortar business, whether it's retail, an assembly plant, Amazon, Walmart, etc., those type of businesses, you better believe AI is going to come along to take over. And even for small mom and pop shops, these companies, these software companies and these AI companies are going to come to these mom and pop shops and show them how their software and their technology can run their businesses, such as a small ice cream shop, etc. You better believe that AI is going to come into those businesses also, because nobody wants to pay for overhead for employees if they don't have to, and they get better service. See, now you all out there need to realize that for years you haven't been a great employee. Your employers have been complaining about you. You've been on your phone every day at work, and your employer is now going to be tired of it. Your employer can hire an AI robot to take over, and they don't have to worry about you ignoring customers leaving bad reviews, because the robot is going to be damn near perfect. So all these years you have been a bad employee is now going to come back and haunt you, because you're no longer going to be needed. The days of you going and filling out an application are over. The days of you going to Indeed to get a job are going to be over. And you're going to start to see these monster.coms and indeed.com slowly just start to just swindle away, because AI is going to begin to take over. No matter what the field is, robotics is going to take over. What I'm telling you is real, folks. This is not a joke. You better be looking for what you can do from home to become an entrepreneur, because it's only going to be so many people in this world. Things are going to change. And for those of you that are not strong, I'm sorry. Only the strong are going to be able to survive in what's coming. You're going to have to learn to be a hustler. You're going to have to learn to just think outside the box and stop following what you're used to doing. The world that you used to know is going to be over with, whether you want to believe it or not. We have been telling you guys and telling you guys. But listen, for the moment, you can even become a content creator. There's so many ways that you can make money from home. You can simply make videos. You can sell products. There's so many things that you can do from home, guys. Take advantage of this time right now. You can sell digital products. You can sell physical products. Take advantage of it. The opportunities are out there. All right, guys? I'm going to see you on the next video.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I just want to make a video real quick talking about why I feel like working these jobs is a humiliation ritual. I'm saying, from the start to the end. Have you noticed that when you go into a job, when you first get hired, they make it seem like you're walking into an opportunity and you are going to be making money, you're going to be treated with fairness, and everything's going to be cool. And the company going to make some money off your labor, but you're going to make some good wages and you'll be able to live, you know what I mean? That's how the starts off. That's how it starts off. But then once you get in, once you sign that paperwork and you start that first day of work, the narcissism begins. The gaslighting begins. You know what I mean? It's almost like the relationship between a pimp and a hoe. You know what I mean? The same way a pimp breaks down a young lady and turns her into a whore is the same way these corporations break us down mentally to become corporate slaves. You know what I mean? And it's all done through mental manipulation and gaslighting. It's little things along the way to where they reinforce their superiority and they make you feel like they make you feel like you're tripping, like you're not working hard enough. You should be doing more for the company. You know what I mean? They make it seem like you're the problem. And what happens is you end up burning out mentally and physically because they want you to overemphasize your potential and ignore your limitations. You know what I mean? And one of two things is going to happen, or maybe both. You're going to lose your mind or your body's going to start breaking down. Working too hard, especially if you don't have health insurance. Working too hard without health insurance is crazy. That's another thing. I'm glad I said that. It don't make no sense why so many of these jobs want you to practically work yourself to death, but they don't even have the decency to offer you some health insurance so that you can go heal your wounds after all that work you done. You know what I mean? It's just like they want you to really work yourself down to the bone, and then when it's all over, when your knees hurt and your back hurt and you got pains in your fingers and your wrist, when your mind starts slipping, when you start getting stressed out, and you fall into a depression, them motherfuckers ain't gonna be there, man. It's all about the humiliation. They don't really give a about you. That's why these days in the workplace, I try and keep to myself and I try to put on a force field to protect my energy, to protect my peace. Because if not, all the toxicity and the narcissism in the workplace, it drains my spirit and it has me come home feeling like I don't like how I feel when I come home if I let that energy get to me. So I really try to block it out the best way I can. But I don't know how much longer I can keep blocking this out, man, because it's getting bad, especially with everybody getting fired, all these companies downsizing. All the employees that's left gonna have to work super hard and do more than what they had to do before. And these companies still ain't trying to pay more. So honestly, I'm trying to get out of the workplace. I'm not trying to have no funky ass job that's trying to work me down to the bone and not give me enough wages to pay all my bills and feed my family. So I'm not quitting my job right now. But every second that I'm not at work, I'm creating something, whether it's content, working on a book, working on another project. I'm focused on trying to make money online so that I can get myself out the plantation. And you're somebody who's burnt out, suffering mentally and physically from the workplace, then I suggest you find a way to make money online too. But that's my little rant about why I feel like these jobs are a humiliation ritual. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
How you trying to heal your nervous system, but you got a job? That alarm clock is you not allowing yourself to get an appropriate amount of sleep. That's why you're still tired. And then you go and get you an energy drink or coffee, something with caffeine in it, which is so bad for your nervous system. Then you're getting like quick breakfast or something, or skipping breakfast just so you can get to work, which is also terrible for you. And then you go in a place where people tell you what to do. While your body is trying to tell you what to do and trying to tell you what's best for you, you listen to them. And you take a break when they say take a break. And you rest when they say rest. And you stop working when they say stop working, instead of when your nervous system, when your body is telling you to. Jobs are ruining our nervous system. Jobs are ruining our bodies. Jobs are ruining our mental. They're ruining our emotional state. Like, they're just ruining everything. Which is why we're supposed to be working for ourselves.
It's like Monday, I'm tired. Tuesday, tired. Wednesday, tired. Thursday, tired. Friday, I'm tired up until the evening time. Then I'm off work and I have a lot of energy. It's just like, so I'm learning, like, people don't understand that work drains you, y'all. Work really drains you. Like, I don't care if you just sitting at the desk doing nothing. Just being at work is really, like, tiring and draining. It's like slave work. Like, ain't my ancestors did that already? I don't know, I work like a slave. My ancestors already done worked like a slave already. It's just too much. Like, people don't understand, we as 9-to-5 workers need, like, an extra day off. Like, it don't be right that we gotta work all these days. I heard they put passed a law that we get a Friday or a Monday off. They should do that because we need them days off. Like, we be stressed. I don't care if we ain't doing lifting a finger. It just work just naturally just drains you. Like, why I'm here?
I'm just so tired of working. Tired. I just want to make money without working, without waking up. I just want to be making the money sleep and just wake up and just fucking travel. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of different points of view, so hopefully at least one of these videos resonated with you. I was supposed to get this video up 3 days ago, but I'm really glad that I didn't, because it allowed me the opportunity to include what I'm about to say now. So a lot has happened over the past 2 days, especially yesterday, considering the fact that I work at a job that observes federal holidays and gives them to us as paid days off. But this holiday today, one that is a very important one for American history and African American history, Juneteenth, is not included, despite my company's claim of diversity and inclusivity. I did speak to HR and they said something to the extent of not all, they didn't use the word racial, but not all cultural. There it is. Not all cultural holidays are included as federal holidays. But here's the thing, not all cultural holidays have been fought for and respected and signed into being a federal holiday. Juneteenth is one of those that has been that, and it has been that for years now. It's not a brand new federal holiday, and we've certainly celebrated it always. Well, at least I have. So, to my surprise on yesterday, me thinking that we'd be closed today because it's a federal holiday, I was really shocked when I was told that we were not closed because the company did not celebrate or consider this as one of its paid federal holidays. So I did contact higher ups because I asked for information for who's over whoever I talked to, and I'm looking forward to the answer to that. But that being said, I feel like this was meant to happen, and I'm definitely not going to stay quiet on it because I feel like it's an issue that is important that needs to be talked about. I, however, did choose to take the day off, even though it won't be paid. I'm okay with that. What I would not be okay with is going to work when one of the perks was that we get federal holidays off, and I love the fact that Juneteenth was being respected as one of those federal holidays, only to find out that it was not. But I think that a lot of information and points of views that were given in the videos that I included in this one were really great. And I just want everybody to know, if you are working a job and it is draining you and it's making you feel like you are not being fulfilled, you just feel so stressed out to the point that by the time you get home, there's nothing left of you. All you can do is sleep and be angry towards your family because you spent all day being used and abused and overworked and underpaid, then go ahead and take the advice and start looking for something that would make you feel more fulfilled, more respected, and would be worth your time. Because as you can see, they keep moving the goalposts for how long we need to work. They just want to work us to death. That's all they care about, is us being their corporate slaves. They ended slavery, but they want us to be corporate slaves now, and it's just too much. Don't let these jobs drain the life out of you and suck your energy. Like I said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day.